Hi guys, it's Ashley here. I don't know why I did that, but I'm back with another video. Sorry I've been on a massive break from YouTube, guys, because I've just been so busy with Silhouette and stuff like that. Like, I just haven't had a chance to film, and I didn't really have any good inspirational ideas on what I wanted to film. Although I am back this week with a video, because, you know, this week is a very special week. In particular, on Saturday, it marks 50 years since Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon. So the Apollo 11 moon landing. I thought I'd film a video on why the Apollo 11 moon landing is real and why there's so why there's so many conspiracy theories surrounding that. So basically, for those of you that don't know, Neil Armstrong on the 20th of July 1969, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, 1969. He set foot on the moon. He was the first man to set foot on the moon. Two other astronauts as well were up there with him. This was about 3:56, I believe, in the morning, 3:56 a.m. That basically Neil Armstrong was the first man to set on the moon. Hence why the famous speech, "One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Famous speech. That's where it came from. So basically, guys, this is the article I'm reading it off. That's just a picture of the moon landing-y thing. I'm just gonna go through basically some of the conspiracy theories and basically a bit more information. So a bit more information about the Apollo 11. Exactly 50 years ago today, 3 astronauts boarded the rocket Apollo 11 and were blasted into space with the aim of becoming the first humans to land on the moon. Just 3 days later, on July the 20th, 1969, at 9:17 p.m, their Apollo lunar module Eagle successfully touched down, making history in the process. Neil Armstrong became the first human to step foot on the moon at 3:56 a.m. the next morning, as the world watched on in awe, basically. Despite a surplus of evidence proving the mission was real, conspiracy theories have circulated widely in the intervening years. So some of the conspiracies are as followed. The entire moon landing was staged. So it's got here, they believe the entire mission was fabricated by NASA in the pursuit of political grandstanding, so the United States could triumph over space rival, the Soviet Union. Basically, guys, if you don't know, the Soviet Union, USA, basically was sort of in a competition to see who could be the first to put men on the moon. So that's basically pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward, if I can speak and get my words out. Conspiracy theorists say the moon landings were filmed in a studio with actors. Okay. The idea was sparked by rocket engine senior technical writer Bill Kaysing in the book We Never Went to the Moon. Because of Mr. Kaysing's authority, many skeptics cast doubt on the mission's validity. I can never say validity. I can't say it. No, I can never say that word, so just ignore that. And subsequent Apollo trips running until 1972. The next conspiracy theory we're rolling on to is there are no stars in the picture. This theory came from Mr. Kaysing himself, so previously, Mr. Kaysing. He quoted to an American newspaper in 1977 that there are no stars in the picture. The truth behind this is the stars were there, but they would have been too faint to even capture on film. So, because they were using long-range cameras and they were focused, and it says here they were focused on the astronauts and moon, meaning very little light could be seen from the stars. That there, if I can focus that picture, let's hope I can, is Neil Armstrong's footprint. The first footprint, the first footstep on the moon. Then the next conspiracy theory is the US flag rippling in the wind. Photos taken on the moon landing appear to show the stars and striped flag waving in a breeze. This is impossible as there is no air and therefore no wind on the moon. Truth behind this is the flag is not waving. The ripples in its appearance are from where it was folded and bent during storage, and any apparent movement would have come from the astronauts themselves as they rotated the pole into the moon, making it flutter slightly. This is just a photo to prove that they used, if I can focus that. Please focus. There we go. That there's no stars in the picture. And that is the flag issue there, that it's rippling and it looks like there's wind, but because there's no air in space. Then it's got here, the next conspiracy theory is shadows falling in different places. The challenge suggests inconsistent shadows in pictures must be revealed they were taken in a studio. The truth behind this, the shadows are pointing at different angles, can be explained by a low sun and uneven lunar surface, distorting the result. Oh, I think this might be the final one. Oh yeah, the final conspiracy theory that I'm going to say is there's no crater left by the moon lander, so the rocket when it was like put on the moon and stuff. It says critics say the lack of dent is proof the moon landing never took place. Truth behind this is the gravitational pull is weaker on the moon than it is on Earth, and the landing occurred on rocks, so there will have been no possible major dentation. So, you know, guys, I think that's all the facts. Yes, that's all the facts that I've read. That is my video. Basically, me personally, I believe the moon landing did happen, although I can see why people did think it was fake. But looking at all the evidence and the truth behind it all, there is valid explanations for some of the reasons that people think it's fake. Yeah, if anyone has any points to disagree with me, by the way, just comment it down below in the comment section, because I'm like interested to see what other people's opinions are on this matter. But yeah, that's my first video back, I guess. My awkwardness is still happening with my hands. Titting. And basically, yeah, guys, that's my video. It's only a short one, 6 minutes, I think. 7 minutes, I think I'll make it. I don't know. So thank you very much for listening to this video. Subscribe, thumbs up, all that jazz, you know. And I'll be back at another point with another video.